So in the maximum flow problem, we are going to discuss about which path is of occur in the maximum flow. So the other name for the maximum flow problem is called Ford-Fulkerson algorithm. So the topics which we are going to discuss in the maximum flow problem are alternating path, augmenting path, residual network, and then cuts. So this is a graph they have given to you. So we need to find the maximum flow occurring from the source to destination. So what are all the possible ways to reach from source to destination they have given. So from the source to destination, S3T, again S2T, S24T, again S140. So these are all the possible ways to reach the destination. So in that the maximum cost which have occurred in the path is S240. This is as 8 plus 4 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6. So you will be getting the value as 18. So this path is of chosen. So now we need to find the augmenting path. So how we need to find the augmenting path is from the maximum cost of S240. So 8, 4 and then 6. Which one is minimum is of 4. So 4 is chosen as the residual capacity. So this 4 should be subtracted with the each edges of 8, 4 and then 6. So 8 minus of 4 will be as 4. So the remaining what we have got after subtracting, that should be mentioned in the forward arrow mark, and then the residual capacity which we use to subtract, that should be put in the reverse arrow mark. Similarly for 4, 4 minus of 4 will be as 0. So 0 will be as forward arrow mark, and then in the reverse arrow mark the residual capacity which we subtracted, that will be as put in the reverse arrow mark as 4, and then 6 minus of 4 will be as 2. The remaining will be in the forward arrow mark, and then the 4 which you have subtracted, that will be in the reverse arrow mark. So this step should be updated in the graph. So in the next step, how you will be getting in the sense means this 8 will be split as 4 will be in the forward arrow mark, and then 4 will be in the reverse arrow mark. Likewise in this path of 2 and 4, 0 will be in the forward arrow mark, and then 4 will be in the reverse arrow mark, and then like this path will be as 2 will be as forward arrow mark, and then 4 will be as in the reverse arrow mark. So this is as happened here. So now I have updated in this graph what I've told to you. So in that S240, the path from 2 to 4, the forward arrow mark is of 0. So if it is of 0, no path is available. So I am putting cross mark over that, so that I am mentioning that that path is not possible. So the next thing is that we need to choose the next alternate path of to reach the destination. So there are three more ways are there. So we should choose from these three. We need to choose any one, and we need to choose one by one, and then we need to continue the process. So next I am choosing S2T. So in the S2T it will be S11. So S2 and then T. So in the S2 and T, 4 that is here S2 and T, 4 and then 3 are in the forward path. So in this the minimum will be as 3. So what you should do in the sense means so 3 is your residual capacity which you have identified. So we need to subtract with that. So 4 minus of 3 will be as 1, and then so we need to put the arrow mark as mentioned as 1 will be in the forward arrow mark, and then 3 will be in the reverse arrow mark, and then after that again doing with 3. So 3 minus of 3 will be a 0. So 0 will be as in the forward arrow mark, and then 3 will be in the reverse arrow mark. So this will be happen when we do this. So again for this will be happen when we do this. So when we make this to be updated in our graph in the sense means, so already 4 minus of 3 will be as 1. So 1 will be replicated here, and then in the reverse arrow mark already 4 is there, and then the reverse arrow mark here 3 will be there. So 4 plus 3 will be as 7 will be updated, and then next you see here in this 2. So when we subtract with this 3 minus of 3 will be as 0. So 0 will be updated here, and then the reverse arrow mark it will be as 4, and then here the reverse arrow mark as 3. So 4 plus 3 we should take it. So here so in this the reverse arrow mark will be as 3. The reverse arrow mark will be as 3, and then the forward arrow mark will be as 0. What you should do in the sense means so again when we do with this here 0 is again coming in the forward arrow mark, so the path of S2T is not applicable. So next you choose the next alternate path S3T. So in the S3T the path, the value of cos will be as 12. So now what you should do in the sense means in the you should check that S3 and then T, so 7 and then 5. So in this the minimum is of 5, so 5 is chosen as a residual capacity, then subtract with that 7 minus of 5 will be 2. So 2 will be in the forward arrow mark and then 5 will be in the reverse arrow mark. So likewise for this 5 we need to subtract with the residual capacity, so 0 will be in the forward arrow mark and then 5 will be in the reverse arrow mark. So this should be updated in the graph. So I am updating it. For 7 it is of 2 and then 5 I am updating it, and then for 5 it is of 0 and then 5 I am updating it. And then here when I choosing that the S3T, so 0 is updated here, so no path will be available, so you just cancel this path. So next you go to the next alternate path. The next alternate path is of S1 40 and then 11, so S14T. So here that is of you go to the previous part as S14T. So here look over the forward edges 2 3 and then 2, so 2 3 and 2. So the minimum residual capacity is of 2, so the minimum residual capacity of 2, so you subtract with that. So when I subtract it I will be getting as 2 minus of 2 0 and then 1 and then again 0. So update it in your graph. So 0 will be in the forward and then the reverse which you have subtracted, that will be as 2. Again the remaining and then which you have subtracted 2 should be in the reverse, and then the remaining 0 and then the subtracted which you have should be the subtracted residual capacity of 2, that should be in the reverse, that should be added along with the reverse of the previous is 4 is there, so 4 plus 2 will be a 6 which is updated here. So again now you choose this S1 40. So in this what we have got in the sense means of S140. So again this 4 and then T, 0 is a forward arrow mark which you have got, so the path is not available, so you can put as S140, the path is not available. So all the possible ways to reach the destination I have checked it. So now what you should do is, so in this, so this network is said to be your residual network. So in this residual networks we need to put the cuts. So how to put the cuts in the sense means from the source, so what are all the arrow mark which is pointing towards a source, we need to put the cuts over the source alone, so that is said to be the cut. So that is what are all the arrows which enters into the source, that should be the cut. Okay, so this is about the Ford Ferguson algorithm or maximum flow problem. Thank you.